The redheaded nurse has been terminated.
We are dangerous to Black women and Black families because we carry with us so much internalized allegiance to our whiteness and patriarchy that we will exact harm, actual physical harm on somebody because it makes us feel like we are closer to a food chain and a system of power that was never made for us.
Yep. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So I came across this updated video on my For You and I thought to share. I don't know if you guys still remember the pan-colored nurse, the red-headed pan-colored woman who decided that she was going to ignore a Black woman that is undergoing series of pain during her first labor. The thing is that when this video actually went viral on a social platform, people decided to start contacting her, organization, and she ended up losing it all. She ended up losing. I think she lost her license, lovelies. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment.
And you hear her tone, you'll be like, that was 100% intentional. We are dangerous to Black women and Black families because we carry with us so much internalized allegiance to our whiteness and patriarchy that we will exact harm, actual physical harm on somebody because it makes us feel like we are closer to a food chain and a system of power that was never made for us. Yep. We will punch down. We will kick down. Talking about white we don't challenge the authority at the top. We're not challenging patriarchy. We are exacting revenge and power over someone that we think, oh, finally somebody that has less than us. And you wonder why Black women say we are the men of women, and they pick a bear over us, or being trapped in a boardroom with a white man. Yep. And then went on to church to talk about the grace of God's love. All be Christian. We have a real problem amongst us white women, and it is not going to get better unless we, as white women, start unpacking our internalized biases and also holding other white women accountable for their behavior and the environments that they create. I hope that woman who was subjected to that kind of treatment both sues the hospital and wins, but also has some support and therapy to help her recover from an awful experience while she was in labor. So this white tea lady was talking about the nurse who we now know her name is LaCrista Vaughn from Dallas, Texas. The nurse that literally sat there intentionally while that lady, that beautiful Black woman, was in active labor, acting like she needed paperwork. That white tea lady said that was a clear sign of racism. That was intentional. And they do shit like that because they have no internal power. That's why a lot of white tea women, the clear women, can't stand us. That passive aggressiveness, that nice nastiness that they've adopted is because they feel powerless in their own homes. They too are subjected to the patriarchy. So how they enact their power is that they walk around feeling like, well, at least I got whiteness over you. My husband I may be subjugated in a home. He might be doing something to my kids. He might be whipping me out. He might be, one of the top contenders for annihilating the family. But guess what? I'm better than a Black woman. I'm better than the Blackies. It's really, really sad. And I really, really do. I pray that the woman who my heart broke for her, that she does sue and she does get her justice. And everybody has been calling up to the hospital. I called and got a busy signal, child. I don't know what's going on, but I am so proud of us and all of the allies, the white tea women that's also been calling and making videos and reposting, because we have to continuously shine a light on things like this. Somebody was in my comments like, oh, well, what are we supposed to do? How do we teach these people to do better? What do you mean teach them to do better? When they get certified, they know the protocols. There's no teaching anybody how not to fucking be racist. You just got to call it out, get these people fired, get their license revoked, and shine a light on it so that the next YT nurse could do better. Spread love is the Brooklyn way, which I love that she came out here and was honest about how dangerous a lot of white tea women are to Black women. People think we just be exaggerating. And because they know how to lie and scam, they're very conniving. Not all, because there's some great white tea women that I love. Not all of them, but a lot of them know how to scam, connive, and weaponize them white tears. They've been doing it since the beginning of goddamn time. So we don't always know that they are the fucking wolf in sheep's clothing, okay? We always just point fingers at the white man. But who gave birth to the white man? Who's raising that white devil? Who raised them? Who reared them? Stay woke, bitch. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way.
For all of you that are messaging me that video of that mama in active labor, that's normal and that's standard protocol for all hospitals to get the paperwork filled out first, do you understand that black women are 3 times more likely to die in childbirth? 3 times. I gotta calm down for a second because I have given birth to 6 children. I have never, ever been treated the way that poor mama was treated. Do I think I would have been treated the same way in that particular hospital with that particular nurse? No, I don't. Could I be wrong? Maybe. I don't think so. But if you can sit back and the number 3 times doesn't bother you, Lord help you. Because it bothers me. It has opened my eyes to something I wasn't aware of. 3 times. We got to do better, y'all. For all of you that are messaging me that...
Look, listen. That nurse in Texas who did that pregnant lady dirty, she got fired. Please understand, if you walk into a facility and you see her, whether it is blood draw, whether it is an urgent care, emergency room, private practice, I don't care if she's just sticking swabs up people's noses. I don't care if she's just doing blood pressure. If she is employed for whatever facility she's employed at, please understand that they too are racist. Because there's absolutely positively no way you could look at both of those clips that woman is involved in and not understand who she is and why she did what she did. It is point blank, period. Obvious. So if they hired her under the impression we'll give her another chance, it's because they don't feel that what she did was wrong at all. Because they too would have done the same thing. Which means they have or will do the same thing to you. Or the people that you love. So if she is there in any facility that you walk into, just know they are racist as well. And don't let those folks touch you. Do not let those folks touch you.
Rapidly.
This regional medical center that was in active labor. This is that same nurse. This video is from 2023, and the person went to the hospital to get medical attention because they were having seizures. The girlfriend decided to pull out the phone.
Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, right? On this video that we just seen of her basically ignoring this black woman in her pain, in the most vulnerable place that she could be in her life, having her 3rd child, right? This woman had no care, no desire. But it wasn't her first time doing this to a black patient. Back in 2023, they roughhoused, mistreated, and disrespected this black young man who was having seizures that needed medical attention rapidly. And they were moving lackadaisical, so much to the point the girlfriend started recording her, right? The nurse saying, oh, you can't have photography. She's in a public place outside of the hospital at the drive-through pickup location. And when I tell you, this has gone on too often. And this is why we say all the time, we need more black people in healthcare, because black people are being victimized, being tortured, being disrespected, not heard, disregarded, and neglected at a number that is astronomically too high. Black women are 300 times more likely to die during childbirth because why? They're being neglected, they're not being heard, their pains are not taken as taken as important as a 8x5x11 woman's pain would be taken care of, not being adequately doted on to be given the adequate care that they deserve, which is sad. which is terrible, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And now to see that this young man in 2023 was not given the care that he needed, to the point where, you know what I'm saying, he was on the ventilator, and I don't know what the prognosis of what ended up happening to him, but he did not get the adequate care that he deserved to get in the time of medical emergency. Okay, do you understand? If you're not given adequate care during the time that you're having seizures, it can permanently disable you moving forward. I am so happy that they're putting her name out here. They're putting the hospital's name out here, and I hope to God that she gets disbarred, loses her license, and gets charged for the medical neglect and medical malpractice to the highest order possible, because this is neglect to the highest order. Okay, like, share, comment, please be respectful.
Sorry to keep telling you, how can I help you?
Why taking black patients if you want to treat them right?
I'm sorry, say that again, ma'am?
Why taking black patients if you want to treat them right?
Ma'am, we do know about that. We're marking down the complaints about it. I can't really go into it, honestly, but I will let them know that you called and are complaining about it, and we've had many calls, trust me. Okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. I'm sorry to keep telling you.
The mother of the woman who was being consistently ignored by the white nurse in Texas, she just posted an update that mommy and baby are doing well, and I put the video in my caption. She said that it was clear that the baby was in distress because he actually had a bowel inside of the mother's womb, which is going to require further testing because that can cause problems that he would not have or potentially have had that nurse did what she was supposed to do, which was ensure that the mother got to labor and delivery immediately. I want black folks to also be reminded that we celebrate these billionaires, these black billionaires specifically, but we don't have any hospitals of our own. We don't have any facilities that as a black person that we can walk into and indeed feel safe because we understand that it is for us by us. Every single black billionaire that we know will get a liquor brand, a clothing brand, a perfume, a makeup line, a hair care line. No schools, and I'm not talking about charter schools that they done slap their name on. No chain of grocery stores, no healthcare facilities, pharmacies. Oh, and because Democrat and Republicans in Congress and the Senate are besties, millions of people are going to lose their healthcare, meaning millions of people are going to lose their lives. Because in one of the nations that's considered the wealthiest, folks don't care about the next person until it happens to them or someone they know.
You can go ahead and turn your phone off too, please.
I can record. I'm in a public place.
Recording everything that you're doing. So.
That's fine. That's fine. All right.
Yeah, look at the treatment.
Okay, guys, so we now have the name of the nurse or medical worker who mistreated the woman who was in labor named Carrie Jones. This was at Dallas Regional Medical Center in Mesquite, Texas. I shared a video of the incident yesterday. If you haven't seen it yet, go back and watch. It is absolutely unreal. What you just saw in the video I just showed you was the same medical worker, and she's pictured here, and she is being rude to yet another person. Is this a pattern with this medical worker? Now, I can't confirm she's a nurse, but she does indeed work at the hospital. I can confirm that. I have seen people say she's a nurse, but I haven't seen her credentials, so I don't know for sure. But this is LaCrista Vaughn. Now, I want to say I have heard reports that she was fired or terminated. But also, I can't confirm that because I've also seen reports of people saying that's not true. So I'm not sure. But I'm going to say this directly to Dallas Regional Medical Center. Something needs to be done. What are you going to do about this? This woman does not need to be working in healthcare or any profession where you have to have compassion or decency, honestly. Not only does LaCrista deserve to be fired, but her license should be revoked if she is indeed a nurse or any other type of healthcare worker. What she displayed, her actions in the two videos that I have seen of her, is not only unprofessional, but it's completely unacceptable and inhumane. And to LaCrista, I urge you to think about something. Is this the level of care you would want if you were sick or in pain, like these people you mistreated were? Bet you didn't think you were going to get caught on video and be posted for the world to see, did you? Or did you just not care? What about your family members? Would you want them treated the way you treated these patients if they were at a medical facility or a hospital? I don't think you would. Dallas Regional Medical, are you going to do the right thing and terminate this woman if you haven't already? This heartless human being? Because we will be watching for that. You can guarantee that. Did y'all see how she was more worried about the woman holding the camera and recording her than she was about the actual patient who was very clearly
in a horrible condition. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments, and for more content, be sure to follow and subscribe on YouTube.
LaCrista Bond from Dallas Regional Medical Center. She's now been fired is what I've read. I want y'all to realize something. Besides the fact that it's blatant racism and the fact that people literally work in healthcare. I work with people that work in healthcare that are racist. Like, they're racist. Like, me as a black woman, I can pick up on that really, really quickly. But I also want to be very clear in the fact that this woman didn't even turn around to look at her. She didn't turn around to look at her. Like, me as a nurse, I always have eyes on my patient. I can chart with looking at my patient. There's a lot of things, especially in moments of crisis, that you learn as a nurse after you've been one for a while that you can do, and you can do very, very quickly. And the fact that she decided to go to work that day and choose to be racist tells you a lot about, number one, her character, and the fact that this is a very normal behavior from her. Like, this looked like a normal, typical day at work for her. It didn't look abnormal. It didn't look like she was fazed at all by the fact that she was being blatantly racist out loud. And also, I want to be abundantly clear. Every single coworker that worked with that woman that night should be fired, should be reprimanded, because you saw her behavior. You know that woman's behavior. Like, after you work with people long enough, you know their behavior as a nurse. You know what they're good at. You know what their strengths are to a certain extent. You know what their weaknesses may be. And the fact that y'all allowed that, nobody jumped in, nobody advocated for that woman. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised, but she should lose her medical license.
LaCrista Vaughn, was it worth it? Was it worth it to be that cold, malice, uncaring, unsympathetic, just mean, plain on mean to that woman who was in active labor? It doesn't matter that that woman was a black woman. That woman was a human being in pain, screaming. As a woman myself who has been through active labor, and the last child I had was 23 years ago. When that woman was screaming, I felt that pain. I could feel the pain. So now you're unemployed. All the hard work that you did to become a nurse, down the drain. You may find a job, I don't know. I don't wish this on anybody, but I believe that people should always learn from their mistakes. How did you become like this as a nurse? I have no idea, but I could never treat nobody like that. And I'm not even a nurse. If I see somebody in pain, I'm like, what's wrong, baby? Let me help. How can I help you? But, LaCrista Vaughn, was it worth it? Was it worth it to be that cold, malice, uncaring?
I don't know if you still remember this particular stage. I think I staged a video 2 days ago where a black woman was calling out and crying out for help. She's actually in this fast labor, and she got herself into this hospital, and the pan-colored, red-headed, carrying pan-colored woman who was there, instead of her to maybe administer something or try to be so concerned about her feelings and the way at which she was just, screaming and all of that, this woman decided to ignore her and start asking her some series of questions, even though she has previously answered those questions, but she keep on repeating said questions. She keep on asking something like, is this your first or third pregnancy? The woman was like, yeah, it's my third pregnancy. And the nurse was like, is it, or that means your two kids are home? Of course, definitely they're home. But meanwhile, while she was asking these questions and trying to do any form of documentation, the said black woman was screaming and asking for help. Like, when I saw that video, I had this very chill on my body, because this woman is clearly, like, she is on pain. Like, she is having pains all over her body. And all you could do was you just sit out there. She just sat out there, and she was like asking her questions like, oh my god, you're this, you're that, you're instead of her to actually react, instead of her to do something. What she could do was, pretend as if she don't even know that somebody was crying for help. She was all around there on her, on her laptop. She was just asking questions, you know. When this lady couldn't bear it anymore, I think her mom have to keep asking the pan colored woman a question. Are you doing this because she's a black woman, or do you actually do this to all of your patients? Because it's clearly that this lady just totally ignore this woman. Maybe to her, she feels that maybe the black woman is faking the pain, or most people believe that as a melanated person, you don't feel pain. You don't feel pain. That was why, during the time of slavery, melanated skin were used as an experiment to actually know if black women actually feels pain. That is it. Now maybe she's just being so, I don't like what would even give you that hurt to still sit while you see your fellow human being, a fellow woman like you, and you are a medical practitioner. Like, I think that before someone decide to be a medical or to be under this medical field, you have some kind of um you know there are some tests that they really need to undergo, some series of tests. Compassion should be the number one. Like, you need to actually have this human feeling to know that this person is in need of help. And the thing is that this is not even the first time she's doing something like this. There are other stitches going around revealing how she is always like this with people of color. And the thing is that she is still in the same field, you know? Like, I actually will appreciate some of the pan-colored women who decide to come out to speak fact. Like, it takes someone who sees the truth for what it is to actually stand up or to come out and speak. And I really appreciate that. If they should, keep on calling out people like this, I think recencies will drastically reduce. It's because when things like this happen, it's been ignored, it's been like, oh, it's a normal thing. That's why you keep on seeing something like this repeating itself. I must really commend people who decide to, take it upon themselves to, call upon this hospital and try to tell them that, okay, look at what your people are doing, look at what they're doing. I must really commend those people who actually took it upon themselves. If things like this are not handled, things like this will continue happening, and these guys will continuously getting away with it. Like, come off it. Sometimes when people complain about things, so many people are so eager to talk about how it has nothing to do with race. Like, do you think that this pan-colored woman, we see a pan-colored woman crying in this manner, asking for help, and she's just so relaxed on her laptop on the pretense of trying to collect a data from her? Like, you can do all of those things, but this woman is she's clearly wanting help. She need help. I just thank goodness that the baby is fine. She's also okay, even if there is a little bit of complications. But these are the things that need to be avoided. It's been recorded that black women are most likely, even though they're not the vast majority of race, but they are the most likely. It's a shame. And when you want to complain, nobody wants to see race. It has everything to do with race. It has everything to do with race, because this woman in particular, will not treat a pan-colored woman the way at which she treated this black woman. She wouldn't dare to do that. But then again, anyway, lovely. So now just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying. and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So, lovelies, if you've not subscribed, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload. Anyway, lovelies, so just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and also support my other channel, Verse, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.